Hey there guys, I'm Chris Boden and welcome to today's Captain's Vlog. No, you don't get to run off, come here. This is Andrew, who is a rather ferocious fan. Are you a member? How are you not a member?
I asked my mom.
Okay. How is he not a member? The kid's got cobalt and he's not a member. This is the problem in America. Dan, you want to come and tell us?
I can't. Justin's the one who
Justin did this?
He ran after his high-speed camera too, so...
Oh, okay. Well, we'll wait till he comes back. It doesn't feel like they're connected.
There's a thin piece of copper...
Pull on the tubing.
Down inside there. It's all wound up and...
Okay.
Twisted up on the side of the duck. And he wrote a note on it for you, I think.
My pet duck ate my wire. He then jumped into Thumper's jaws. R.I.P. Mr. LeQuack. You guys are weird. Alright, so we're going to hook this up. Justin! Yes. I'm loading your duck.
The duck is being loaded.
So the theory is it'll blow the wire more than the tubing. What do you think?
You know, Dave, I've never blown up a duck in Thumper before with a wire shoved up its butt, so this is kind of a new one on me.
I thought you'd seen everything though.
This is a new one on me. All right, let's blow it up.
Yeah, you want to be away from this thing when it goes up.
Andrew, you know how to use it?
Yes.
You know the routine? You've seen me do the demo 50 times, haven't you?
You all set, Justin?
Bank hot!
I probably shouldn't block the little kid.
Don't block the kid, here's the big ass.
At 10 minutes of high speed.
At what speed?
420.
Really? What kind of camera?
Casio EX.
I thought they only did like 240.
They do 1,000, but then the resolution is like 250 by 50.
What can you do? What's your resolution at 420?
I think it's 240 by whatever the other number is.
So it's pretty tiny resolution. Because man, I want a high-speed camera. I get a copy of that footage for the blog today.
For those of you who do not know this demo, this is going to be loud.
Yeah, this one's got a bit of a kick to it.
You do want to plug your ears. When he tells you.
Steve, give me 3 hits on the big wall. Which one? Right there. 17 and climbing, coming up on 1800. 1800 volts on the bank. System is charged and hot. In 3, 2, 1, fire and ready.
Whoa!
That's pretty cool.
Let's put it back together.
We had a bad contact. Jumping bank, 420 on the bank.
Oh!
Bank at 250.
I haven't looked at that thing fire in months.
That was pretty cool. It was the duck heading. Oh, here we have a bit of duck.
You found more duck?
50 volts on the bank.
I think it's gone.
I think the duck is fucked, but that's just me. We copper plated it.
Plated, really cool though.
Pretty good though.
5, 2.
Oh, wow.
Bank safe.
Copper-plated duck.
Copper-plated duck. That's cool as hell.
Good idea, Justin.
Yeah, Justin gets a cookie on that. So that was your idea?
Yep.
Yeah, and you've got high-speed footage?
Here's
Here.
the duck.
Enjoy your duck, sir. Send me a copy of that, and I'll put it in. That's cool. Yeah, send me a copy of that. I'll put it in the episode.
Yep, what's it look
So
like?
you've now pushed the big red button of science. Feel better now? You're still not a member. You're still not a member. See,
We'll
your
get that
mom,
taken care of today, for sure.
she just doesn't love you, is what it is. You know, your real mom loves you. She writes a lot of letters. She's hiding them.
How did it turn out, dude? The plug is
This is the old room. We're building a new one because we split it up. You can see the holes are different sizes and they're out of alignment. This was done by hand.
Oh.
Yeah,
So you
that
can do
wasn't,
it on-
we're gonna do it on the CNC, and yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna let you wander around. You want a bucket of trimmings? Mom, I have a homework assignment for
Okay.
you. Let's not block traffic. All right, do you know the paraffin borax trick?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to make up a lot,
Okay.
several blocks, because borax is cheap and paraffin's cheap, and she's happy to get you both.
Right.
You're gonna make a shielding container, okay, like a thermos with walls and walls and walls and walls and walls. I want a thick layer of steel. And the way you do that is you go and go to a hardware store and tell the guy you need close nipples, pipe nipples. Okay, and you can get them like close nipples are like that long all the way out to whatever. Take your sample in a container with you and find the smallest pipe nipple it'll fit inside of completely. Get that pipe nipple, get a bottom cap,
Yeah, absolutely.
and then get the next size bigger nipple that you can fit that pipe into with the cap on it. So you'll have like your first one will be like 1.5 inches, and then you get like a 2 inch or 2 1/4, and just go as big as you can get. And in between each layer, you take your paraffin, you melt your paraffin down. It's cheap. Any craft store sells it for nothing. Get borax. It's
Right,
borax. You're used to.
right.
Borax is made with boron. Boron absorbs neutrons.
Okay.
It's a really good low-level radiation shield. And what you do is you take your steel pipes and you fill them like Russian dolls, okay?
Yeah,
and you
right.
fill it so it comes all the way up, so that you'll have like the big outer pipe and then the smaller inner pipe, and they'll go like this. They won't be like doo, 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 down tiny, because then you'd never get it out.
Yeah.
You fill it up like that, and on top you'll have a bunch of stacked lids, and you don't put the melted paraffin in there. You melt the paraffin, you pour as much borax into it as it will hold. Make a supersaturated solution, just like making saltwater caps.
Yeah.
And cast that down in, and just pour it, just flood it. And let it cool until it gets about like peanut butter. And then you set the pipe in, and it'll goop up, because it'll displace, Archimedes. And it'll displace out, and then it'll hold it there, and you let it cool, and then you do the next layer, and you just build layer after layer of steel and neutron absorbing. So you've got shielding and absorption, and you put it all together, and you've got your homemade pig, and you've got a good, nice, hot source container that'll handle anything you're ever going to be able to buy. Okay.
Like your cobots.
So, internet, is it bad when he said Archimedes? I thought King Arthur, Disney, the little owl with Merlin. Is that bad?
Do you want his job? He's talking about owls and Merlin over here, and we're talking about naked guys running through the streets with bathtubs. Archimedes discovered displacement, and very famously when he
Eureka!
Yeah, for those of you who don't know the story, it's actually kind of cool. The king contracted Archimedes to figure out if his new gold crown was real gold or not. And it's really hard to volumetrically measure a crown. It's all pointy and weird pieces. So what he did is he took the crown and put it in water.
Well, he waited.
And yeah, he weighed it and he put it in water, and then he could know the displacement, and if that weight of displacement of water matched the gold, then he knew if it was real. Now, it turns out it was. But the moment he figured that out was when he got into the bathtub and the water came up. And he was built about like Ekin, so he had like 3 gallons of water in a little tub, and he got in and went up to his neck, and he went running naked through the streets going, Eureka, I found it. And that's
It's one of my most favorite physics stories.
cool, but yeah,
Okay.
do that for a whole $20. Your mom's going to sleep a lot better at night. Okay, because that's important. Don't do that. If you ever decide that you don't want to play with hot samples or anything anymore because people go through phases in their science growth, don't throw it away, call me. Your mom has my super secret cell phone number, and you can get a hold of me anytime, day or night, if you have questions.
Well, hopefully we'll be back for a
It
lot.
was a pleasure meeting you, sir. You have free run of the lab. Go check out anything you want.
He's gonna
Nothing
watch
is
us
off
do some
limits.
behind the scenes during the Arduino videos.
Take this kid up and show him Master Control.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Brennan. Can we go?
Go with him. Go with him. Go check it out. Just don't push any buttons. That's all I ask, because man cannot get excited in a hurry. Yeah.
Yeah, the hardest part is getting in. So you snowboard all the time, right?
Yeah. Seat belt or no seat belt? What do you recommend?
It doesn't really matter. You put it on And as you're wiggling yourself, it loosens, and yeah, it just
Okay.
becomes an annoyance.
Oh, look at Joe in it. This should be entertaining.
I was gonna show the people of the internet. I was gonna be like, look, we got Joe Simon and the Steve. I ruined the surprise. Sorry. Hey guys, yeah, Joe's in the orbitron. In case you, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you could have just reshot the clip.
Good, yep.
That's okay. It's okay. Chris is editing anyways. It's funnier.
There you go. There you go.
All you.
The black handle seems to be better for maneuvering.
Okay.
More.
This is fun.
Dale, you want to go for a ride?
Okay. I am
Whoa, there's some disorienting stuff going on here.
I have gastric problems that I don't want to.
Pretty well balanced.
Occasionally you get a yank. That's your axis. Whoa, okay, I gotta quit. Turning purple. So then, that's cool.
With the breadboard. And this is SparkFun's example of a proto shield. They don't come with a breadboard, but you can buy a little breadboard. And they come with double-sided sticky tape on the back, and it's very easy to peel the tape off and stick it in place.
Don't you have an
Which
example?
I did. It's like a little hard to see on the video, but I have one in blue here. This is Adafruit's, is there a little logo? Adafruit's Proto Shield, and they have some extra connectors on it as compared to the SparkFun one. But I took a blue breadboard and stuck it right on there. So now I can do my prototype.
Now, you added these two components here to that
Yes,
shape,
they
right?
have the prototyping area extends beyond where my breadboard is. So I put some sockets there, and I put it
I love how the door to video production has the hanging bar and makes all the noise, and it's the one door in the building that actually has to be quiet, and that's so they're talking about Arduinos in there. We got that going on. Hi guys. No idea who they are. No clue. Let's see what else is going on. Ooh, hey, check this out. You guys gotta show them what you're building.
It's not very interesting.
Shut up. Show me the part. What do you got?
Well, in a minute we're going to be tapping on here, so
Oh,
give
okay.
us just a moment. but-
Sure.
We're making 2-inch standoffs for the aluminum strip from my R2D2.
Okay. Show them the big parts.
These are just a couple of parts that I brought in. This is an ankle for R2D2. So this is one of the outer ankles. There's two for the legs. And they're made from a member of the R2D2 builders group. So they're all welded and machined aluminum.
Okay. Now, how much do one of those cost?
They cost about, I believe it's like $250 a piece
Okay.
to have them made. There's a guy that actually has a machine shop that he has them made at. So, and then this is actually R2D2 center foot. And this is actually made out of steel. That's cut and welded. A different member of the group has these made.
Okay.
So The steel's actually a lot nicer, more durable with R2-D2 going through doorways and such, and people kicking them and so forth. These are the parts that are closest to the ground, so you kind of want those a little bit more sturdy than aluminum. Aluminum
Okay.
would bend and ding really easy. So
That's
so
cool.
This is the center foot.
Now, what part are you making today?
Today I'm just making standoffs for the skirt. I don't actually have the skirt here with me.
Okay.
It's the bottom part of R2 that the center foot actually comes out of.
Oh, okay.
That part gets held on with these 2-inch spacers.
Okay.
So, and actually I could probably run home and bring them back. So if we
Well,
want to see how they actually work.
Because everybody's wondering at this point, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Jason Kotecki. I am a systems administrator at the Van Andel Institute. So I work on servers and storage for them. So that's what I do 9 to 5. So on the side, I'm an R2-D2 builder.
Cool. Welcome to Geek Group, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. More as it happens.
Oh yeah, hang on. Let's tap on the lathe.
Tapping on the lathe.
Tapping on the lathe again. One more in a minute.
I would not have done that way.
I said it was this side.
But, okay, I didn't catch it, but did that pull out of there
No,
to
through
self-feed?
the whole draws the whole carriage.
With only like a quarter 20, it'll pull the whole carriage?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Quarter 20 is a lot stronger than you think.
Well, hey, my concern was how do you do that and not rip that out? I would have started it like that and then gone to hand feeding.
Then you gotta match all the speeds. Easier just to drag it.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I would have done that. But if it works for you, cool.
There it is. Both ends are now tapped on that standoff.
That's insane. All right, now, more as it
Never claimed
happens.
to be sane, so it's okay.
Rode the Orbitron?
It's fun as hell. Have you tried it?
Yes, I've done one before, but yes.
Yeah, but you weighed 450 pounds the last time you did one.
330, but
Multi-axis trainer at like Houston or something?
I wish no.
Okay, because that's way worse than ours. It's totally different. You put a motor on the thing, and it's a whole different world. All right, so time is 16:02 hours, and we have done the official watch giveaway video. I'm not going to say who the winner is, but I would like the two, if you submitted a video for the Captain's Blog Watch Contest, please send me an email with a link to your video, preferably somewhere where we can download it, because we want to put all the videos in the big production video for the watch contest. I'm not going to say who won it, you'll have to watch the video to find out, but I need all of them. I need Brad's, I need the Particle Man one, I need all of them. There was like half a dozen videos, so send them all in, please. Thank you very much. More as it happens. Green is the front?
Green is the front.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you needed to tell me before we took off. Anything else I need to know? Yeah, don't hit the antenna. $1,300. Dude, I just built it. Blair? That's awesome. You need to set trim. That's what these side things do. Yeah. Your trim's off by a mile.
Probably, yeah.
Does the trim vary as battery goes down or with flight characteristics?
Yeah.
Okay, because if it was trimmed, it'd be a lot easier to fly. Those are your trim.
I haven't played with them yet.
That's neat.
Very basics.
I want one. Cool. Yeah, do a video on that. Go teach people. That's awesome. And I just spent all my money on a computer.
All right. I graduated out of the University of Michigan, and in the College of Engineering, there was a requirement for 2 seminars, literature and rhetoric. All right? They had different ones available. The one for rhetoric, basically they wanted you to be able to do a paper or deliver a oral report or whatnot at a college level before they'd let you out of there. It was a required class. And it wasn't the sort of thing where you would do your assignment and hand it in and get a grade. Oh no, you would do your assignment and hand it in and it would get Xeroxed and everybody would get a copy of whatever it is that you did.
Okay.
And everybody would grade it and you'd get them back. And then you would have to take all that information and refine your work to fit all the criticisms that you got from all your classmates who are in competition with you.
Okay.
Everything's rated on a curve, right? Well, when you get half the students thinking that, you're doing a great job and this is wonderful, and half of them think that you're a total hack and you need to start over from scratch, what the hell do you do? All right, well, this was a little on the rough side. So for the seminar on rhetoric, we had a bunch of choices for what class and which version of it you wanted to take. I thought I'd take the easy one, and I picked the fiction class, all right? So I took a seminar in literature with the subcategory of fiction. And I got the wonderful choice of class that was taught by a professor that was fond of Russian authors.
Okay.
The only thing I had going for me for the entire class was the simple fact that one of the books was 1984, and I had already read it about a dozen times and done reports on it for everybody else. But this guy liked Franz Kafka and Fyodor Dostoevsky. Pronounce it.
Dostoevsky.
That guy, yes. And we got to read all kinds of wonderful things. And yeah, Metamorphosis was about a guy that turned into a 6-foot cockroach. I'm sorry.
It's about a little bit more than that, but yeah.
What's wrong with Metamorphosis?
It's
one of my favorite books.
Okay, Atlas Shrugged is one of my favorite books, okay? You haven't read that yet, have you?
No, it makes an excellent weight upstairs on my bed.
Have you read the Brothers Karamazov?
I did not have to, and Lord knows I would not ever even attempt that. It's like, sorry, I've been scared away from anything those guys wrote.
Well, it's very different from the Metamorphosis. If the Metamorphosis gave you nightmares, then you have to read the Brothers Karamazov because it's actually much better.
That's a good thing.
It's a good introduction.
Because a good nightmare is better than a
What
bad
was it?
nightmare.
I think it was Pride and Prejudice I had to read, and oh man,
Pride and Prejudice
what
and
else?
zombies.
What was the one that Apocalypse Now was taken from? There was a book. It wasn't Darkness.
I've only vaguely heard of
All right, so go on with your story. I wanted
What's more? I mean, there's that horror right there of having to deal with all
that was
that.
it?
That was the story.
That's the story of an engineer stuck into a lit geek world is what that is. Yeah,
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Okay.
And I barely got out of that class alive.
Because every time you pronounce his name wrong, you got marked down.
For the rhetoric class, it was basically writing research papers and whatnot, and that's where I learned that the proper length for a paper starts somewhere around 20 pages. And that's just what you did. And the fun part for that class was half of the reports had to be delivered orally, which was my first experience in front of a camera, actually. Because this was, the VHS recorders were like brand new, and having cameras in class was not something that was generally done. So you'd deliver your oral report, and then for the next 2 weeks, you got an appointment with your professor, where the professor would pull the tape out, plug it in, and hit play, and start saying, "This is where you screwed up." And going through. And it's like the first one just fell apart completely for me. I don't even remember what the subject was. But this was back when the Zilwaukee Bridge was having all its trouble. I-75, the Zilwaukee Bridge, they kind of made a mistake, and it shifted, and they had to fix it. And I delivered a report on my solution to fixing the problem, which was to dynamite the thing and start over. So I went into the detailed process of using high explosive fracturing charges on the piles and low explosive heating charges to kind of get the thing moving in the right direction so the one bridge section wouldn't crash into the other. And I had the pictures and diagrams and all kinds of things, and I actually did a
And now you're on like 15 different watch lists.
Yeah.
Well, not
No.
that.
That was like there was like a 5-minute, a 10-minute, and a 15-minute oral report you had to deliver for the class. And the last one that I went on was basically a report to be delivered to the planning generals for a particular bomb mission for a B-52 squadron attacking the Soviet Union.
He was a fun guy in college. He would just, yeah.
I went on, it's okay, from the movie Dr. Strangelove, do you remember the title of the book sitting in front of George C. Scott in the room?
Absolutely not.
World Targets in Megadeth. I took a 3-ring binder with lettering and I did it up, and that was one of my props to help me doing the report. And I had maps and bomb missions and bomb yields and projected damage and
He's on
casualties.
all the watch lists.
But no, it's like it was a great report, and the only thing that she made a comment on for that one was exactly, the civilian casualties, were they intentional or not? One of the things I talked about was the projected civilian casualties because it was like the railway yards at some place out in Sakhalin Island or something like that. It was part of the Trans-Siberian Railroad, so that's okay, there's a target, we'll hit that one. And I went into bomb yields and projected casualties and whatnot, and her only comment was it intentional or was that going to be collateral? So...
And that's why Mr. Kidwell is my best friend. Because we have warm, loving, meaningful conversations. Can we get synergy going now, please?
I've been trying to do this for a while. You're the one that distracted. You wanted to hear the story, so
It's a good story.
Raised
We're not
eyebrows I've
going to
ever seen in my
document the
life.
synergy installation.
No, we're not going to document the synergy installation because nobody cares.
it's like I'm sitting here. They don't have instructions on who moderates the community. I don't care who provides the instructions for how to do this. I mean, synergy how-to. I get all kinds of documents for all kinds of versions that are not the beta version.
So don't put the beta version in. Put in the regular standard version.
You're the one that downloaded it.
What the hell do I know? Put in the regular one.
They sure shot themselves in the foot with the name of their software, didn't they?
Yeah. Just put in the regular version.
I just wonder, where's the Patron? I mean,
Oh, that's gonna help.
Thank you, Amy.
And there goes the evening.
There's lines right here.
But you gotta go with salt.
Oh, you don't need salt for this.
That's not.
You don't.
You really don't need lines, but
No, you don't. This is the good
but it's
stuff.
just a little, just in case.
You got like 1.5 feet of interior plumbing left. Okay, you've got maybe 5 feet. It's pretty much a straight shot from gullet to ass, and you're gonna drink tequila. It doesn't even slow down. It just.
Actually, I got a tummy. My stomach is only like that big. So this stuff gets absorbed very quickly.
Okay, not for nothing, but you know how he was talking about civilian casualties and megadeaths? We keep a copy of that for reference for how long until you can enter a bathroom after Kidwell's done carpet bombing it. Just so you know. It's like that. Carpet bombing. That's what you do to a bathroom.
Carpet bombing.
Carpet bombing.
No.
All right, you guys have fun. I'm Chris Boden, and that's today's Captain's Blog.
I was going to make a
Carpet
comment
bombing.
about treaties against chemical warfare, but
You know what my only grief about working with Mr. Kidwell is? We share a bathroom. You try working for him with him.
I live with Corey.
Yeah.
You got nothing.
He's got me.
You got nothing.
I do have to deal with Mr. Kidwell.